John Gonzalez checking in here from Amsterdam. We're on a layover from Rome, Italy, on our way heading back to Detroit, Michigan. We have been on a 10-day pilgrimage to the four doors of this year's Jubilee Year of Hope. Pope Francis declared this a Jubilee Year of Hope, all 2025, and pilgrims from all over the world have been making their way to Rome. Sadly, he's just not feeling well. He's been in the hospital for several weeks, so we did not get a chance to have an audience with Pope. But we did feel a lot of his presence there because everyone is just excited for the Jubilee Year. There have been nightly rosaries taking place in St. Peter's Square. But right now we're on the layover, heading back to Michigan. It's been a fun trip, and just checking in with everyone. I'm going to see if we can get a couple comments from the pilgrims because we got on late. Like I said, we're on a layover. We've got about 45 minutes before we start boarding our flight from Amsterdam to Detroit. About a 9-hour flight. Right now I'm just enjoying a little snack. Got a cornet, also known as a croissant, and then I've got a cappuccino, which you can never have enough cappuccino. Here comes Father Ayub right now. Let me see. I'm gonna go grab him. Get some comments of his thoughts.
I'm Father Ayub Francis, and I'm from the Diocese of Grand Rapids, pastor at St. Jude, and I am just returning with the 43 parishioners and friends from the pilgrimage in Italy and Rome.
What was it like, Father?
It was a wonderful experience, incredible. This was my first time and I was very excited, and I knew all about Venice, I knew about Padua, I knew about Francis of Assisi, and also Catherine of Siena, and all the four basilicas in Rome, and then of course Vatican, heart of Christianity. So it was just awesome, very inspiring, and faith strengthening.
What would you like to say? Well, I guess I should ask this: what was the most impactful moment when you reflect? You haven't had a lot of time to reflect on everything. So much information overload, right? What was one thing that really stuck out to you?
The most, I was struck at Assisi. Yes, the life of St. Francis of Assisi, coming from a wealthy family and then giving away everything and then following Jesus Christ literally, and then impressing or inspiring the world because of his ministry.
All right, thank you. Would you do this again, Father?
I would love to do it again, yes, because people were very, very nice to me, and they were. I didn't have to do so much things in details as Mary did, and I had to just to be with my people, and they loved me and they respected me, and we were together and we enjoyed it.
And you got to sing too.
I had to sing too because at the request of my group, I can't say no to them.
Anything you want to say to the pilgrims? What did you hope the pilgrims got out of it?
Pilgrims, I think they also the same thing. Like I said, they knew the places, they knew the history, and just being there, everyone was very happy to be there. And some of them are saying that we'll do it again.
Well, you had to do some extra prayers too because we had some people that got a little sick.
Yes, I was very worried about them and was praying for them. So thank God that all of them came with us. They are traveling with us back to Grand Rapids.
All right, thank you, Father.
You're very welcome.
Hi, my name is Mike Martin. I just am coming home from the trip to Italy, and I've been there for about 10 days. And one of the things that hit me during the course of this trip is that we travel someplace to find our way home. And coming to Rome in Italy was coming to my spiritual home. But during the course of the journey, I began to think about the fact that all life is a journey home. And this trip accentuates the process so that now when I go back to my earthly home, I'm already there. one of my beliefs is that all throughout our life, we're on that same journey. There's a song called I'll Be Home for Christmas. Well, it expresses that longing that all of us have to one day be at home. I've been reflecting on this trip, how even when Adam and Eve left Eden and they lost their home, God has worked day and night to bring them and their descendants and all of us back home. Augustine said, God, you've made us for yourself, and our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. There's a sense in which, coming here, I've already felt that rest. I hope it's not eternal rest yet, but I just want to say that I feel at home for the first time in many years. I'm grateful for this experience, and my goal in life to continue on that journey, the journey that will take me not only to other places, but within, come closer and closer to deeper love for my God, knowing that I'm just coming to an inch of a long journey, which will be it's different from His love for me. That's it.
Beautiful, great job. One moment that stuck out, like, is there one moment you'll always remember?
The moment I'll always remember was being in Francis's cell and trying to squiggle my way through there and realizing that those guys were able to do that on a regular basis because they had already learned to surrender comforts and everything for a journey that they're on, a journey made more powerful because they're on that journey together. I would recommend anybody that wants to go to Italy to never think that they can experience it alone. A pilgrimage brings us closer to God and one another, and food for the thought when we get back. Never again do I want to look at life as me and God. It's we and God together.
Perfect.
Dave Flower, Holy Family Parish, Caledonia.
Tom Herman, St. Jude Parish, Grand Rapids.
Some of your thoughts on the trip?
Oh, went too fast. Colder than we thought it would be, but had a great time, other than one day due to norovirus. But enjoyed. I've never been to Italy, so it was all brand new to me.
There's one thing that stuck out to you?
On the monasteries that we visited up in the mountains and stuff were really impressive and very interesting to see something that old.
Yeah.
But then the beauty of the churches and the decorations were just amazing.
Tom Herman, St. Jude Parish, Grand Rapids. Came on the trip with my wife, Maureen. The most impressive part of the trip, I thought, was St. Peter's Basilica. That was beyond what I'd seen in the pictures before. And all the beautiful churches here were very impressive. People were very friendly. The food was very good. Couldn't find any breweries, though. The one disappointment on the trip. But we'll make up for that back in Grand Rapids.
What about on the faith side? What was like something like a moment that you kind of like felt something?
It was probably seeing some of the relics from St. Peter and St. Francis. Those were very moving, I thought. That was a very interesting experience. Really enjoyed that.
Would you do it again?
Oh, in a heartbeat, yes.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
Mary Lemare, the parish is St. Michael's in Coopersville, and St. Francis of Assisi, where he lived, was amazing.
And Marcy Gauk and St. Patrick's in Parnell. And my favorite was the procession with the cross into the Basilica.
Pretty touching.
Pretty touching, yes.
And you got both of you held a cross, right?
Yes, carrying the cross. Yeah, first time into St. Peter's Square. Fabulous.
What would you say to people what's the first thing you can tell people about this whole trip?
Go.
Go. Go. It's worth it. Yeah. Very life-changing.
Hi, this is Mary Austin. I'm a member of St. Jude's Parish. I have had a wonderful time here in Italy. The best part has been just the camaraderie with all of our fellow passengers. The fact that we were able to get together at Mass on a daily basis and just spending time in an airport like this, just chatting. So it's been a social thing for me.
I'm Larry Austin, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed the trip. I'm a geologist, so the geology was important to me. The history is important to me. The churches, the structures are beautifully done, and the camaraderie that Mary mentioned is something that I really enjoyed on the trip.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann Lowing. I'm from the Cathedral of St. Andrews in Grand Rapids. I loved visiting all the older scenery and the churches, basilicas. I know you probably didn't want to hear this, but the gondola ride was by far one of the funnest things I've ever done. Never thought I'd see myself on one of those.
You didn't end up in the water, did you?
Oh my gosh, no, but my sister came close. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Curtis and Margie Rowe. We are from St. Roberts in Ada. We were on a journey here to the Vatican, to Rome. We've been there for the last we've been to Italy for the last 10 days. As far as the most memorable, I would say visiting the Vatican. That's one of the largest or the highest priorities. But otherwise, I really love St. Benedict's monastery. And the scenery and the mountains, and it was just beautiful.
Awesome. How about you?
Yes, this has been a wonderful experience, a blessed experience. I really enjoyed St. Peter's Basilica. The time we spent there praying the Rosary for the Pope in St. Peter's Square in the evening with hundreds of people. It's really been an experience, and I've enjoyed this entire trip all the way from Venice through Florence and down to Rome. It's been a wonderful trip.
And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. I'm glad it's a wrap.
What's that?
We're on the bus. I'm done.